noise. Can you guys hear that? Sorry, I've been blinding you, won't I? Can you hear that? I don't know what to do now. And that wound up from it as well. Now then, we're out and about again in the Shibden estate. Look, there she is, look, the giant slug sliding downhill. She's a muppet, she's allergic to grass as well. So we're going to have a look through the Shibden estate, including the Shibden Hall up there. We'll talk about some of the colourful characters of Halifax, including Anne Lister herself, made famous by the BBC drama Gentleman Jack. And then we're going to go for a wild camp up on Beacon Hill, which is up past the hall. We'll walk up through the woods, Cunnery Woods. There's a few bits up there that I want to show you. And then up onto Beacon Hill, which is about 864 feet above sea level. Hey up. She's off. And it's got a bit of a grizzly pass to it as Beacon Hill. So I'm going to go down here, we'll have a look at lake and some other bits and bobs that I want to show you down here. And then we'll head off up into the woods. Look at that though. Beautiful. Nice boating lake down there, that's where we're going to go down to. Have a look down there. Right, we're down at bottom end now. And this bit is my favourite bit down here. And you can probably see why. Just nice and quiet, nice and secluded. Little mini railway going on. And there's some walks that you can do up in woods there. I think there's a tree swing up there I can see. Don't know if we should have a go on that. Don't know if it'll hold my weight. Don't want to be upsetting kids, do I? But I love it down this bit, down this bottom end. Nice and quiet. There's hardly anyone here today because it's a school night. So if you want to come down here when it's not busy, granted there's not going to be ice cream vans and whatnot about, but if you bring yourself a picnic, you pretty much got it all to yourself. At weekends it gets absolutely packed down here, and that's why I've decided to come out on a school night to show you around a bit. Hey up, what's that scuttling about? Oh, it's just a blackbird. Them things scare you at middle at night, don't they? Blackbirds, because when they're about on the floor they hop and it sounds like people walking. That shits you up at night time. Right, just going to chill out here and have a drink, and then we'll go down to Boating Lake. Just found herself a scratching post. That nice, mate? Alright, we're going to head off up towards Cunnery Woods and Beacon Hill and off up that way a bit. What are you doing? Don't fall down there, mate. Ooh, there's a tunnel up there. Go have a look at that. So it's an old railway arch. Don't know if the train still goes over that. I think it's a road above there. Isn't it, mate? Don't know where this leads though. I've never been up here before. Don't know if you can see me in here. But no idea where this path leads. Don't know if we should follow it or not. Fendy, come here. That is the railway. Yeah, that is the railway bridge. That's where the train goes over. Fendy! Come here! We're not going up that way, mate. I don't know where that goes. Right, let's head back up this way. Up towards the hall. And then we'll go up in upwards. Sure that this path down here, down there, that leads off towards Hipperome area where Sunnyvale Pleasure Gardens used to be, and Allen Brickworks. That'll be another video of that when I show you that. But that were a beautiful lakeside attraction. Come this way, mate. You're not allowed in there. No dogs allowed. Big children's play area, look. I'm not going to film too much of that because there's kids there. But Sunnyvale was had two big helter-skelters. Can I get round here? I'm going to have to go around this way. Should I nip through here with dog? Yeah, there's not that many people here. Yeah, Sunnyvale was... Come here! This way! You're not playing up swings, mate. Yeah, not many people know about Sunnyvale Pleasure Gardens. Like I was saying, big helter-skelters, boating lake, the works. Everyone used to go there for the bank holidays and stuff. But there's not much left of it now. Well, the lake's still there, but I think it's owned by police that do they do things with naughty kids down there. That sounds wrong, that, doesn't it? But it's where they go down and educate them and stuff. This way. Now let's head off up here. There's a train going past. We're now in Cunnery Woods at the Lily Pond. Not many people know about this place, but you got to go across the road from the top car park, from the estate itself, and then you come up into woods here. And this is probably one of the most tranquil places, apart from the road next to you. But to just sit here and just chill out. There's some bird feeders and stuff over there. Some little blue tits and stuff coming down to feed them robins. So, hello, Mr. Squirrel. I can see you, mate. Just because you stopped moving. I'm not a T-Rex. There's some kitchen gardens further up there, and there's also, I think there's a gardener's hut that's still there from when the house were around and still in use. So chill out here for 5 minutes and then we'll go up and see if we can find the kitchen gardens. I have like big Greek pillars standing up in them. Looks like something from Athens, but we'll have a look when we go up that way. Coming up on the kitchen gardens now, just up on top of this wall here. Like I say, they have some grand pillars. Now this place here, this is where they had a load of greenhouses on these terraces here, and they had furnaces to keep them warm in winter, and then they'd come up here to pick all the veg and stuff like that and the fruit. This is one that remains of one at furnaces here, this red brick. But they used to pick all the stuff here and then they'd walk around down there where we've just come from, down the side of the lily pond, round there, and then there were a tunnel that went underneath the road there, and it went through to the other side and all the way onto Shibden Hall, which is a grand house that was built in 1420 by William Oates, and then in 1615, I believe it was, the Listers took over. And they have the Lister lion there with their coat of arms on it. Then in 1923 it was turned into a public park, and then when John Lister died in 1933 it was turned into a museum, and that's what it is today. It's got beautiful views from the terraces all the way across Shibden Valley and up into Bradford. Now these woods, Cunnery Woods, I was talking to a local last time that I camped up at Beacon Hill, and he said that this is the original place of the Garden of Eden in the Bible. And Druids apparently used to come down here to worship. Whether any of that's true or not, I don't know. But I don't know where the gardener's hut is. Can't really see out in here. It's quite thick. It is summertime. There's a bit of a wall here, so maybe it was in the middle of woods here somewhere. Maybe. There's a bit of a brook that runs down there and through under the road into Shibden, and that's what filled the top pond and the stone waterfall at the side of the house, although it's all dried up at the moment. But some black clouds coming over, so I think I need to get a wiggle on and get up to Beacon Hill and tell you about its Grizzly past. So, whew, I'll see you. Oh, thought that was someone coming then. So I'll see you when I get up there. I'm out of the woods. Look at that for a view. Beautiful, isn't it? That's Queensbury up there. One of the highest villages in England. Over that way, that's towards Ipperhome. And then up, if you go up over there, it takes you on to Bradford. But we're going up this way, up here towards Beacon Hill, that overlooks the town of Halifax, and you get beautiful views of the town up there. I'll show you when we get up there. But first, there's some follies and stuff that I want to show you. This folly here in front of us, that's an old air shaft down into the coal mines, because this area was littered with coal mines back in the past. And Anne Lister, that lived down at Shibden Hall, she had a big feud with the Rawson family. I think it was called Christopher Rawson. It was a prominent family in Halifax, and he used to lease the land off Anne Lister and mine it for coal. But she thought, if he's making money off my land, then why shouldn't I be making money? So she kicked him off, stopped the lease, and that was the start of their feud that went on for many years. I hope I've got a fly on screen. Get off. And that's the air shaft there. And there's another air shaft just through there, and that one goes down into the railway tunnel. It's an air shaft for the railway tunnel that runs underneath this hillside here. Whew. Right, I'll see you when we get up to Beacon Hill. Right, we're here, we're at the top, and there it is, look, there's the beacon. Come on, dude. There she is. Now this beacon is part of a string of beacons, like a network of beacons that used to warn the Halifax town and other towns of oncoming danger and celebrations. There's one over there, over towards Myvenroyd, and I think there's one over there towards Tommerden way. But look at that view. Absolutely beautiful. It's nice at night time here when everything's lit up down here, and the view from up here used to be called, well, it was known as the Devil's Cauldron because of the thick smog that used to cloud the town down here. I'm just taking it in. But if you look through there, that tall chimney type thing, that's Warehouse Tower. It's the tallest folly in the world. How about that, eh? And if you look down there, that's Peace Hall, that big square thing with a courtyard in the middle. That's all shops and cafes and stuff, but it used to be the old wool merchant trading place. And in front of that there's an old church that's now a library, and next to that the old the industrial museum. And you can just see it there through the trees. That's Halifax Minster. Beautiful church that is, absolutely beautiful inside there. It's got all beautiful stained glass. It's all ornate and very gothic like. I'm gonna go sit down on this bench and just take in the views for a minute. Look at that view there, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Right, I'm on my way to find my camping spot. Not going to camp up here because it's too busy with dog walkers and stuff like that. But I've camped up where I'm going now. I've camped up here a few times and I've never had any bother up there. So that's where I'm going to head to. But this up here, Beacon Hill, has a gruesome past. What they used to do up here, they used to execute people with the gibbet, and they used to hang them in chains next to the beacon so everybody could see them, and they used to just leave their rotting corpses up there for birds to peck them to pieces and stuff. And it's called gibbeting, that is. Now the gibbet, Halifax gibbet, has been around 500 years before the French guillotine. So, looks like we beat the French at something else, didn't we? Right, I'm going to get to camp. Black clouds are rolling in now, look, over there. So, get my tent set up. Nice view here. So, I think we'll set it up there. There it is, look. There's Fendy, look. Being a muppet. Right, I'm going to get out of this wind because you can probably hear it's quite windy up here. I'm going to get all my gear in and get sheltered. Well, that were exciting. Just been speaking to that bloke there, local lad called Mark, and he were telling me all about the history. You want to get out of my light, mate? Ah, Fenzel, look. They're telling me all about the history of this place up here. So if you want to know a bit more about it, head over to his YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description so you can have a look at that. But if you don't know, hold on, let me sort this lighting situation out. Should we put it up there? What's that? Is that too bright or is that alright? Fendy, you want to get off wire, mate? Get off the wires. Muppet. Right. So, if you don't know about Anne Lister, she was a lesbian. And she was born in what are you doing? In 1791 in a house called St Helens, which is down there at the junction of Newbank and the Range Bank, during the French Revolution, Napoleonic Wars. And she was made famous for a diary that contains 6,600 pages and over 2 million words. It's written in code because it was very explicit and highly sexual. Yeah, she was dubbed the first modern lesbian. And if you haven't seen the drama Gentleman Jack on BBC, go check that out. What are you doing, mate? Oh, digging my sleeping bag, are you? Making your nest. Alright. Yeah, she was a boisterous kid. She used to sneak out windows at night time and stuff, a bit like me. And she used to go down into Halifax and go liaise with the wild women of Halifax. Mate, what are you doing? You're pulling all this wire out. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh yeah, she was a boisterous kid, so she got sent off to boarding school, where she met her first lover, Eliza Rain. And the diary started with the words, Eliza left us. She was 15 when she started her diary. She was a brilliant businesswoman and a landowner, highly intelligent, with a tomboy personality, and that's why she wasn't liked around these parts, because she acted more manly than womanly. And the reason why I've decided to tell you about her is because she was the first woman to climb Mount Perdu in the Pyrenees, which is 3,352 metres above sea level. And she was actually the first person to climb Mont Vignemol, which is 3,298 metres. But a local prince bribed a local guide to say that he was the first person that climbed the mountain. But she wasn't having that. She marched into the village and set the story straight, and she climbed these mountains in a skirt and silk stockings. Go on, lass. She died on her way to Persia in 1840, and it was at the foot of the Caucasian mountains. She'd been bitten by a tick, and then she developed a plague-like infection, and that was the end of her. Now there was another colourful character around these parts called Jonathan Walsh. He was well over 6 feet tall, and he used to indulge in frequent bouts of litigation against his neighbours. He spent at least £100 a year in pursuit of his passion, and that was a considerable amount at that time. He was quoted saying, "I'd rather spend £1 for law than a penny for ale." So, wasn't much of a drinker then. He used to ride round on a mule and whip anyone who displeased him. The clergy being a favourite target. He's buried in a field he was buried in a field close to the Magna Via, so his ghost could haunt travellers. Locals had the last laugh though, because the land was absorbed into the Shibden estate, then leased to a quarrying company who discovered his remains in 1896. They placed his bones on public display and charged 2p for anyone to inspect them. Over the next few days, thousands visited the Grizzly attraction until his skeleton was kicked to pieces by local drunkards. Hey dear. Another mention that I could give you, the video that I did that had Scout Hall in it, the most compact calendar house. The guy who owned that, John Mitchell, apparently, well, there's a couple of different stories. There's one story that he topped himself by jumping off a quarry that's close to the house where I was, and there's another story that he came up to Beacon Hill because he was a bit of a inventor. Came up to Beacon Hill because he built his own flying machine, and he attempted to fly off Beacon Hill, and obviously his flying machine didn't work, and he plummeted to his death. Poor lad. But apparently he's that ghostly machine is supposed to haunt these parts up here, as well as the lady in white, Anne Lister. So we might go for a wander later. We've just been on a wander now with Mark, that local lad, and he took me on a bit of a wild goose chase up there, telling me history and stuff about all the druids and stuff up here. But if you want to get into that sort of stuff, then check his channel out. It'll be linked. Anyway, I think it's bedtime from us. What do you say, mate? Is it bedtime, Fendy? Yeah, I think it's bedtime now. We're going to chill out and go to sleep, get up in early in the morning and get off to work. It's not a bad view from tent, is it? Shame about sunset. We didn't get much sunset, like. Went behind clouds. What the hell's that noise? Can you guys hear that? Sorry, I'd be blinding you, won't I? Can you hear that? I hope that's not going off all night. I won't be able to sleep with that. What the hell is that? Oh, that's going right through me. Looks like we've got a full moon though. Don't know if you can see that, hold on. Full moon. Jesus Christ, that's well loud, whatever the hell that is. I'm gonna have to get out and investigate, I think. I don't know if it's some sort of alarm in this factory below me, maybe. It's doing my Sweden already. Come up here for a peaceful camp. This ain't good. That sound's been going on for about an hour now. It's started to do me nothing. Don't know if you guys can hear it through the through the microphone. Can you hear it, Fendy? Can you hear it? It's just going piercing my brain. I'm going to chill out for another hour. If it hadn't stopped, then I'm packing up and going. Can't handle this. You're not going to believe this. It stopped. It stopped. And I'm pretty much packed away. Look. I don't know what to do now. And that wound up from it as well. Let's go over here and let's have a look at view anyway. I'll show you view. Look. Gorgeous, isn't it? That down there, that's train station. That square thing there, that's Peace Hall, and that's that church right next to it that I was telling you about. That's North Bridge and flyover over there, and that's going up to, that's Claremont and Boothtown up there. Full moon out and all. Hey, don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. I'm gonna go home. I'm that pissed off. I can't. Right, yeah. Sorry guys. That's it. We're going home. What do you think, mate? Should we go home? Oh, she's sat there shivering in that now. Yeah, that's it. So, I'm going to end this here. I'll put some more videos up so you can have a look at them of me actually staying out and wild camping, but I guess this is what you get for camping close to people. Reason why we camp is to get away from people, isn't it? But this view is just immense. I love it up here. Right, that's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.